Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the most electrifying podcast in sports entertainment. Welcome to UTR Presents the Raw Deal. It's me, your boy, the Are You Serious champion, no longer double champ, just the one, just holding one belt until Thursday when Mongo bitch ass brings back the game show. But then we know my motto, baby. All right. Well, we know my motto. Find what category you know and run that bitch out. Joining me, as always, the forever IC champ, the leader of the NWO, the final Maddie. What's going on, brother?
What's up, Kenny? What's up, UTR? I'm having me a good, wonderful Monday. Shout out to HBK. Happy birthday. My dude, my GOAT. He 59.
Gotta do the HBK dance for that one.
The HB Shizzle, 59 years young.
That's
so happy birthday to him. I can't believe my GOAT is about to be 60.
And you know what? He got the bald-headed skittle of a 60-year-old.
Right.
Too, man.
Everything he is not the heartbreak kid. He is the heartbreak man. He is the sexy. He is not the sexy boy. He is an old man.
Yo, listen,
we love
your
him.
man HBK body said, "You stop wrestling, now your ass gonna age." That man aged the minute he retired. The minute he hung those boots up, his body said, "You're gonna take all this oldness with you right now. This is what you're gonna be."
Opposite of everything he was. Like he ain't cute. He ain't sexy. He just an old man who just stays out the way and don't want to be bothered. What up, Batty?
That man drinks his
water. I don't know what you are, because I ain't keep up with school.
Right. Batty, if what you call it, if your picks look anything like mine, we ain't champ no more. Cause I ain't champ. So oh, he ain't on the life alert just yet, but he do got an AARP membership. He is getting the discounts. But speaking of predictions and me not being a champion, this weekend was TNA's Slammiversary, which is damn near their, I wouldn't call it their WrestleMania. It's their SummerSlam. Right. Bound for Glory would be their WrestleMania. Right. So this would be like their SummerSlam, pretty much. And it was very entertaining. If you did not see it, I do suggest you go back and watch it. Of course, just like all pay-per-views that are, I'm not gonna lie, WWE has spoiled me and spoiled a lot of us with short to the point pay-per-views. So because it's not a 5-match pay-per-view, I'm not gonna lie, there are a couple of minutes where you're going, whoa, this is feeling a little out there. But because it's TNA and because they are full of entertainment as well as wrestling, it made up for it. They have 4 pre-show matches, which was crazy. Tasha Steelz defeated Fabi Apache. Giselle Shaw and Zaya Brooks. Yo, Giselle, me and Mongo giving up on your ass. All right? Because me and Mongo stay having faith that you gonna break out, and your ass keep losing. So Giselle, you have lost me and Mongo's vote from now on when it comes to predictions. Fuck that.
TNA, Kanisha, if you asking where to watch TNA at, it comes on Access TV. More than likely, you do not have that channel. So you just need to go on Google, type in Watch Wrestling Online, and that's all I'm going to say after that.
Right. And after that, you can, matey, join the wrestling.
Right. That is literally anytime y'all ask for a link, I just be like, watch wrestling online. All they change is just the ending to that site every time.
Right. Haha, matey. Join the rough seas of the pay-per-views with us.
Yeah, if they're not WWE, join the 7 Seas are free.
Right. Next up, in a good match actually, Kushida defeated Rich Swann. I hate the way Rich Swann looks. I hate the no mustache, the no beard, the pullback dreads. He looks like a retired crackhead pimp. Like it just looks horrible.
Yeah.
That too. So Kushida defeated Rich Swann. The Militia, Alicia Edwards and Masha Slamovich defeated Spitfire, Danny Luna, and Jody Threat. And in a surprise return, Eric Young defeated Hammerstone. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Hammerstone looks like he gained a whole nother person since he signed that TNA contract.
Your man guy, he getting
That
paid.
nigga's huge, bro. Eric Young is not a small wrestler. Like he used to be some skinny dude that you could toss around, but after a while, EY got Diesel. Eric Young is not a small wrestler. Hammerstone picked EY up and tossed his ass halfway across the ring. I said, "Oh nah, this is different steroids. This is that man is on horse jeans. Like what the fuck? Like he picked EY and threw him the way Oba threw West.
Yeah.
I was like, oh nah. Something is wrong. Something wrong. Yeah. Damien, you hit it right on the head. That's why I said a crackhead pimp. So EY defeated Hammerstone with the roll up, which was cool because it showed that was the perfect way that EY could have won that match because he was getting manhandled the whole match. So the fact that he won with a roll up is absolutely perfect. Like, yo, I just need this 3 seconds to pin your ass down so I can get out this ring. And that's exactly what happened.
Just to survive.
Right. And then we have the main show. In a match that we didn't even know was gonna fucking happen.
Because they love to book matches after we do predictions. And like Greg said, if they announce something after we do those predictions, we ain't predicted it.
Like my mother used to tell me when I would ask for shit, tough titty said the cat to the kitty. Too damn bad. Right. In a match we did not predict because we weren't expecting it. Broken Matt Hardy defeated JDC. You know what's wild? I had the match on, right? It was Matt Hardy, so I really wasn't paying attention to it. I'm not.
Right.
Keisha looks over at the screen and goes, "Oh my God, that's a rough looking thing. What is that?" I said, "That's Matt Hardy." She said, "Why it look like that?" She didn't say him. She said, "Why it looked like that?" I said,
Matt Hardy been broken looking. And
this ain't nothing new. I said the sad part is he looked like this when he first came out. He just slicked his hair back, so we couldn't tell.
I was more impressed.
That was bullshit.
Because I said it in the chat. I was like, they really got this dude Fandango, my dude Johnny Dango Curtis. They got my dude said he was done wrestling, but TNA threw him some money, and he was like, "Oh, all right, I'll wrestle again," because he be doing the little home flipping stuff now. That's what he does.
Listen,
he
my whole
like
thing
buying houses and flipping them.
you know I'm a Fandango fan. So the fact that I get to see my man Dango on the television, I'm happy. Right. I'm happy as shit. All right. Next matchup. In a very surprising, really fucking good tag team matchup. ABC defeated the System to become the new TNA World Champions. Yo, the System I'm not gonna lie, they shocked me with the way they kept up because you know what you call it. Ace Austin and Chris Bay, you know the type of moves they are. They're not quite
Right.
luchadors, but not quite high flyers, but you know, they're like Ricochet's Will Ospreay, damn near. And the
Mm-hmm.
fact that the system kept up with them and looked just as good, there were a couple of times where I was sitting there going, "Oh, nah, the system really going to pull this shit out. They gonna keep these
Right.
belts. They really gonna keep these belts." Okay, I was very shocked at how the system looked in that tag team matchup. Bravo to TNA for making us give a shit about Brian Myers, bro.
Bro,
Dick Kick City.
I'll say that Brian Myers is he's definitely MVP of that team. I ain't gonna give it to Eddie Edwards. It's Brian Myers because he's, even though both of them are essentially tag team specialists, both of them are used to being in tag teams. Brian Myers is, I'm pretty sure, is the younger one. So
What you
yeah,
call it?
shout out to him.
Shout out to him because we really did not give a shit about him.
Right.
That man came to TNA and we were all like, Dick Kick City, let's get it. He went from being Mr. Ass to, yo, Brian Myers is not bad.
Yeah,
He's
Brian
not
Myers.
bad.
Him and Matt Cardona both like took that being released and made the most of it. And
Brian Myers and Matt Cardona, I can honestly say, are two people who are way better off without WWE.
right.
Excuse me. A lot of people that we see leave WWE, then they go to some other place. We always wind up saying, they're good there, but you know, at this point they can come on back to WWE and they'll get their just dues and stuff like that because there's a new regime and stuff like that. Not these two. Not these two. They need to stay away from WWE because they are killing it. Cardona and Myers are really killing it on the TNA and indie scene, and WWE is not for them. Not for
Yeah,
them.
it's not.
And continue to have a bunch of success, fellas. Because I'm gonna be honest, you don't need it. You don't need WWE. You don't need to come on, as we like to say. You might as well just come on back home. No, 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 no. Stay where you are, make your money, and have your fun. Because y'all are rocking it out. Next up in a horse match. This shit was a horse match, yo. Mike Santana defeated Jake something. Um, great match. Like I said, horse match.
Yeah, that was definitely just two big meaty men slapping me.
It really was. It really was. Like Santana has gotten back into shape, so he's not like huge like he was when he first came back, but he's still a big dude. And we know Jake something is a walking muscle cramp. So you know, they put on a great match. All right, and a dope ass 6-man tag team match. A dope at like fire. The Rascals, Trey Miguel, Wes Lee, and Zachary Wentz defeated the No Quarter Catch Crew, Charlie Dempsey, Miles Bourne, and Tavian Heights. No Quarter Catch Crew, stay your ass in TNA. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. The same way I just said Cardona and Myers have done wonders without WWE. No Quarter Catch Crew, keep your ass in TNA. Get some matching gear to make y'all asses a fucking faction for real, and keep your asses in TNA. They looked really good. Tavion looked really good in this match. I can see why Kemp ass got replaced.
Right.
Like I see why his ass got replaced. Oh, Damien, we're gonna get to that, brother. We're gonna get to that. Dempsey, Miles Bourne, and Tavian Heights. I think this. I know we were saying, okay, NXT, you need to send better guys over there. You need to send somebody else over there. You know, no quarter. How about you leave them there and still send somebody else. Can we
Because
do a swap?
the people they're sending over there, they're booty essentially in NXT terms, but they fit so perfectly in TNA that it's like, damn, like it just gets right to your point. Dang, y'all should just stay because y'all as a 3-man group are of no use in NXT, but in TNA, they love 3-man group.
Right. and here's the bullshit. I kind of want to do a swap. I want to swap Rascals for No Quarter Catch Crew, and I think and the bullshit is, I think it's a fair swap, and I never thought I would say that. Like, usually you're like, that's not on the same.
Gallus just to be nice. Like, here, take Gallus too.
Right, like
another team. It's 3 of them. They fit better in TNA too.
they really do. No Quarter Catch Crew, y'all fit really well in TNA. I gotta admit. In the match that basically won Mike the championship.
Yeah, this bullshit.
PCO defeated AJ Francis. Mind you, AJ Francis had Rich Swann, Smoke DZ, and Josh Bishop. PCO got Razor's Edge on 2 steel chairs put back to back, and still won this match. And he is your new digital media. He is the digital media champion and the Canadian international heavy. When I saw AJ Francis came out with that belt, I know you saw it in the chat, Mike. I said, "What the hell is those 2 belts that Top Dollar got?" I said, "I know it's a digital media. What's the other one?" And Mike said, "That's the international heavyweight." I said, "That shit is real?" Like, I thought he made this shit up just because he wanted to have a belt. But it's an NWA belt.
Right.
People were really running around here giving Top Dollar titles. Like, what the shit is this? What the shit is this? Oh, PCO is your new champion in a Montreal street fight. Them boys fought. In another surprising match that I'm surprised one of the competitors was actually way better than what we expected. Jordan Grace defeated Ash by Elegance. Dana Brooke, your ass should have came to TNA a long fucking time ago because you actually looked a lot better than what the fuck we expected in this match. I was like, oh shit. Ash by Elegance ain't bad in TNA? Like, what the hell is this? How is it that the people that we think suck, the minute TNA gets a hold of them, we're like, hey, y'all pretty good. What the fuck is that about? I don't get it, but Ash by Elegance, you, as of right now, I will be quiet on making any kind of judgment against you. You show improved. You showed out when you came to that match. You didn't win, but you showed out. I'll give you that. And I didn't know it was the first time she was competing for a major title. Because TNA don't care. They'll list all your facts.
They don't give a damn.
And they said it's her first time competing for a major title. And I'm like, wow. Damn. All right, Dana. All right, then. If that's the case, you got shitted on.
Yeah, because her only title run in WWE was when she won the 24/7 title.
Right, yo. All right, Dana. You got shitted on. All right. You got shitted on. I
a title that don't even exist no more.
Right. Like, you got shitted on. I apologize, Dana. I apologize. I was talking a lot of riffraff about you, but now that you got shit on, bro. Like, you were in the company for.
You give your little cousin the controller, knowing it's unplugged. Like, here's the 24/7 title.
Right. Right, like, that's terrible. Like, that girl was in that company way too long not to have at least one shot at the title. That's fucked up. You know what? Just for that, I'm an Ash by Elegance fan now. I hope this woman wins a fucking title. That's fucked up, yo. That's like being at the company for like 15 years and your ass never get hired in a person at the register. They'll never make you management. They'll never give you keys or nothing. Your ass is still at register. Like, nah. They did Dana dirty. Damn. Damn. Nah, I'm an Ash by Elegance fan now.
And her ass just collecting cards.
Right, yo. Nah, I'm an Ash by Elegance fan now. Nah, they did. They did her dirty as hell. Yo, how you there for that long and never got a shot? Nah. They didn't even tell you when the test for the promotions was coming up. They just kept that shit quiet. You know when your job throw out the test, like if you want to get a promotion, you got to take this test. They didn't even tell her.
Yeah.
They was like, we got some. You know what, Dana? We got a signing we need you to do. Why don't you go do that? Bring in Charlotte. Hurry up. Oh, this is your new champ. What? I was up. No, don't worry about that. Oh, next matchup. Finally, my boy. Finally, with the little help from the Heb, the Earl. Speedball Mike Bailey is your new X Division champion as he defeated Mustafa Ali. Now, I got a question. Does Ali go back to WWE now?
I don't think he is. I don't know where he could go. I don't think he's going back to WWE. I just think he's just going to end up
because remember
some more.
Because remember, HBK wanted him badly. And WWE is not going to do that pay per appearance shit that every other promotion is doing. They're like, nigga, you either here or not. Plain and simple.
I mean, so yeah, I will take that back. I ain't gonna say he ain't gonna go to WWE. I can honestly see him now that Ricochet is either because where else are you going? Are you gonna go over to New Japan or are you just gonna go over to AEW? And at this point, it's like, all right, Ricochet is going to one of these places too. So either you could take his spot in WWE or just keep getting paid on the indies.
And here's my thing, like low key, Mustafa, we love you and stuff like that, but it wouldn't be a bad look for you to go to WWE and hold down one of the mid card titles. It's not a bad look, bro. It's not a bad look.
Right. I mean, he's been
nothing wrong
enough. Too.
Right. Like people gotta realize something. There's nothing wrong with being a solid, legit IC or US champion if you're making that run mean something. You know what I mean? There's absolutely nothing wrong. There are people who've made their entire careers on just being the best mid-card champs out. Fucking Mr. Perfect. Honky Tonk Man. Shit, at one point, HBK. Bret Hart.
Oh, Damien said Ali going to AEW because why would he be backstage at an AEW show? Yeah, that is a good point.
Because he has friends.
He can have friends. He could be trying to see if there's a way. Because AEW loves, they'll do that pay per appearance stuff and have him come in for a quick little run for whatever.
Bro, they just spent a whole bunch of money on fucking holograms. They just spent a whole bunch of money on fucking hologram. They not giving up no more money to come have a Mustafa Ali and Ricochet. That's gonna be a little too much. That's gonna be at that point. The only
way I see
at that point, I think they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose fans at that point because then people are gonna say, "What is all this flippy shit?"
The only way I can see Ali coming to AEW, I don't think he's going to stay there. I think he'll be there on that for a quick little run, and then he's gone after like a feud or two. I could see him now that MJF is the international champion. I could see Ali being a face trying to challenge him for that belt, but I don't see Ali defeating him like something quick like that, and then he gone. It's either him or Ospreay. He's either going to fight Ospreay or he's going to fight MJF for that belt. Those I don't see him sticking around AEW after that because they're going to probably be like, we got Hologram and we got Ricochet.
Peace. And our final matchup, and what we always say is Dolph time, baby.
I told everybody I put my double points on it. Dolph time. Next time, baby. He's a wanted man. That's my boy. The Heartbreak Dolph.
Nick Nemeth, a.k.a. Dolph Ziggler when he was in WWE, is your new TNA World Champion. And what's really big about this he defeated Moose, Josh Alexander, Steve Macklin, Franklin Kazarian, and Joe Henry. There are two really big things that come out of this. Well, three really big things that come out of this matchup. First and foremost, Nick Nemeth is now your world champion. That's number one. Second big point. We now have a heel Josh Alexander. Third and major point that people need to see and pay attention to, Joe Hendry eliminated Moose.
Joe Henry.
Joe Henry eliminated him.
Before we could even get used to that, Josh Alexander turned heel and eliminated Joe Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just too damn. It's like, all right, you see how much they love. You see why Joe Henry was on NXT so much. The man became the champion.
They are pushing Joe Hendry. They are not stupid. They realize this man is a cash cow. This man has the world eating out his hand right now. We're going to make him even bigger and have him guarantee us a new champion and have him get rid of that champion. But we're not going to give him the belt just yet. We're going to have him build up to that shit. And that's when they had Josh turn heel and get rid of him. But Joe Henry's about to be on everyone's screen. He is definitely going to be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. A lot.
Joe Henry losing because the ending to TNA, I didn't watch hardly any of this. I didn't watch the majority of this pay-per-view. I knew Nick Nemeth was going to win just based off of he's Nick Nemeth. He's Dolph Ziggler. You had him show up all big time. I know my boy going to win. I knew he was going to win. So when he won, all right, it's no shocker. The former WWE guy finally going to get his win. Josh Alexander turning heel and Joe Henry not winning. Oh, people were mad
as hell.
And I don't know why they were mad. I'm like, someone brought up a great point. It was already reported this man was going to be on NXT a lot. All right, so now why ain't you put the title on him? He could win the TNA title and be on NXT. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It's really, really bigger than that. Yes. Josh Alexander turned heel. Who else was also heel at NXT? Ethan Page.
Boy, we're getting the North.
They were also in a tag team.
We're getting the North again.
We're going to get a Joe Henry, Josh Alexander feud. I don't know who's going to win. Hopefully Joe Henry wins. But I feel like we're on a collision course because Joe Henry keeps popping up on NXT, we are on a collision course of getting Ethan Page versus Joe Henry for the NXT Championship. And Joe Henry is probably going to beat him for that. That's why they didn't put the TNA title on him. Like, I really like you have a heel in Ethan Page, and you have a super over face in Joe Henry. You use Joe Henry as a transitional champion to who else but Get Bouncy.
Exactly.
And I would just like to mention the newest member of NWO is Joe Henry.
Points. Points. But that was it's a good to go to your point, Batty. People have been low key. People have been complaining that Triple H has done nothing with the quote unquote black part of the roster. That the Street Profits aren't doing anything. Jade and Bianca, and this person who we're about to talk about right now, Bobby Lashley. As of right now, Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Tamina have all been removed from the internal rosters of WWE, which in turn makes most people believe that they are going to either be released or their contracts are just expiring and they're not renewing.
Either way, or they're on Becky status and they're just chilling.
Right. Either way, yeah. Either way, pretty much they're yeah. Either way, pretty much Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Tamina are pretty much gone from WWE. However, it is being reported that WWE did offer Bobby Lashley some money. They offered him some cheddars. And your man said, apparently.
Yeah, this is all just Bobby Lashley wants to go. And to Batty's point, I agree with her because a lot of people think, she brought it up, I'll put it back up here for that.
Yeah.
People think that a loss makes you a failure. It's all stories. Damn, I saw people complaining about Triple H because Bianca and Jade ain't champs. It's a story. Yes, it's all a story. A lot of it, the whole story was, Jade and Bianca, they two badasses. And like I said, right after they lost, when they were winning, all right, who in their right mind is going to be able to beat them? Like
exactly.
After a while,
honestly,
they ran out. They were going to run out of people like formidable opponents because they were literally LeBron and D Wade. They were the Miami Heat, and you saw like
right.
The Spurs. Like it gets to a point of like, damn, who's going to be able to beat these people? Who's going to be able to beat them? You had the Spooky, you had Alba Fire, and Old Girl beat them. As much as everybody hated that basically leveled the playing field again.
It really did.
Were basically off. They were where you can't see my hand, and everybody else is here. Like people got mad. Oh, Bobby ain't had no good run, and see, even Batty.
I'm glad.
Remember,
right? But here's the thing: like she said, though, it's not like Bobby has won the titles. Bobby has won several titles. That's the thing about it. It's not like Bobby had a shitty fucking run in WWE if he finally decides to leave WWE. That man was the whole face of a fucking company at one point. They rebranded ECW. He was the fucking face of it. Okay, like
him and Drew. Like if you remember during the pandemic, it was Lashley. That was all Lashley. Like Miz got the Money in the Bank. He won the championship. And who got cashed? Lashley beat that ass.
Lashley put the hurt lock on him quickly.
Like Lashley won his 2 WWE championships during the pandemic. Like his title runs are literally if it's not the pandemic, it's right when we're coming out of it.
Right.
So like everything during this return run where it started out as shit, soon as Triple H, basically you can just say you can't blame Triple H because Triple H was the person writing it. I'm pretty sure Triple H is the person that's like, yeah, let's put the belt on Bobby Lashley. That wasn't no damn Vince. Come on now. Like, you really think some of that pandemic writing was Vince? That was Triple H. So, yeah, Triple H gave him his title run.
You think Vince wanted a nigga as champ?
Like,
let's keep it a when he has specimens that look like Drew McIntyre laying around? Come on.
Like, we had Lashley versus Drew. And then eventually Drew wins the title, and then we get Drew versus Lashley for the title. Like you had it where both of them were champion challenger, and you had other people get built up in the process while Lashley was fighting. Like I definitely remember seeing Lashley, Damian Priest before Damian Priest
even before the pandemic when Big E was champ. Remember, Big E cashed in on fucking Lashley. Big E cashed in on Lashley. So, come on. Like, the man people need to stop. And here's the thing, too. At this point in his career, yes, he probably would have wanted another run. But what he was doing with the Street Profits, I liked. Now, what happens with them is a big don't know. What are they doing with the Profits? I have no clue.
And everything, like in hindsight, makes sense because it didn't make sense. Like you had Bobby Lashley, the Profits, and what's her face? Old girl with them. But it made sense now. Old girl replaced Bobby as the manager because Bobby was saying bye. Right. And they just said he was hurt to save face.
B-Fab.
Yeah, B-Fab. That's what happened. B-Fab took Bobby Lashley's place. But with Lashley leaving, that made their status kind of just fall. Because it's like, it's B-Fab and the Profits. Like, what y'all supposed to be? When it was Lashley, it's like, oh, shoot. It's Lashley and the Profits.
Right, and then they went on that little move where they were trying to prove themselves to him and shit like that. We were like, okay. So if Lashley does go to TNA.
Yeah, TNA, like if he really
if you want to look like a mega star, go to TNA because
go back to TNA. Go fight a Moose. Go fight a Dolph. Go fight all them sort of people. Because TNA would benefit. He could be the Black Kurt Angle. He could be the Black Kurt Angle for TNA again. Like he could be that.
He can bring back the main event Mafia.
Right. Him and MVP. So honestly, I don't want them to go to AEW. I want them to go to TNA. And then you could call it the Hurt Business or bring back the Beatdown Clan. I'll take the Beatdown Clan because they was cool.
What you go? You can bring Sheldon over there.
Great.
Like they don't have to go to AEW. But the plan is, if Bobby is gone after this, apparently the plan is for him, MVP, and Shelton to reform the Hurt Business, but more than likely, according to rumors, because nothing has been confirmed, just rumors, they are apparently going to be reforming it in AEW. Which I think would be no good. Because if that's the case, you're going to wind up getting stuck in matches with the Acclaim and Daddy Ass. They're going to be stuck in trios. You're going to be stuck in the trios. I do not think AEW would benefit Bobby Lashley because even if they did put him in the singles scene, he's going to be having nothing. He's going to be having matches with Brian Cage all the time. It's going to be him versus Brian Cage versus Lance Archer whenever Archer's in town. Like that's who it's. That's
He
who
just came back over the weekend.
Right. Like that's who his matches are going to be.
I don't want them to go to AEW. It ain't even that like I'm hating on AEW. It's just that they got enough people already.
Yeah, they really do.
TNA.
And I don't see where they would fit in as far as what's going on over there. You know what I mean? Like right now, from what I watched the other night of AEW, I see what they're trying to do is changing of the guards. And they pretty much are kind of getting rid of their older guys
Mm-hmm.
and pushing these newer guys. They're like really making it a mainstay. Like, hey, these are our guys. You know what I mean? So I don't see where the Hurt Business would fit into so much over there. TNA.
They got too much talent, Damian. They got too much talent. They still
AEW has a shitload of talent, and I think
they still got too much.
That's what frustrates us here at the podcast about AEW so much. We know how good their talent is, and when their talent gets a chance to work together, they put on great matches. We just want a little bit more entertainment. I'm not going to say story because they have done a great job with starting to build up their stories and stuff like that. We want a little bit more entertainment. A little bit more entertainment. Get a couple more storylines going.
They need to learn how to rotate their talent because they got too much talent to not be showcasing the same folks.
Yeah. They really do. They have a lot of that. There it is. Rotate the talent so that way we can see these different stories going on, so that way it can be entertaining. That's what TNA does. That we love. Everybody on TNA gets shine. They rotate everything, and every time they rotate, everybody has their own stories. So we're always watching to see which story they're going on. That's what they do so well. WWE and AEW. Take note of that. Do that. Rotate your characters in and out so that way they each can get their own stories going, and we can have multiple storylines going, and we can be purely entertained while we watch these great matches.
That's essentially what soap operas do. Like,
right.
General Hospital probably has about, I don't even know. I just watch. I just know they probably if I just off the top of my head, they probably got about a good 5 storylines going on, and they play a show every day, 5 days a week. Those shows last 36 minutes. They can't keep the same storyline going every single day for 36 minutes, so they alternate storylines. Monday and Tuesday might be storyline 1 and 2, and then Wednesday and Thursday might be storyline 3 and 4, and Friday is the cliffhanger day, so that's going to be a cliffhanger for storyline 1 and 3, and then you're like, oh shit, that's going to be the cliffhanger for the main storyline 1. And when you come back on Monday, yes, General Hospital is still on. It is the only soap opera still on ABC. NBC has Days of Our Lives, but I don't watch that one. It comes on. It does not come on NBC. They moved it to Peacock. So if you have Peacock, you can watch Days of Our Lives if you are a Days of Our Lives fan. And if you like Victor Newman, all that stuff still comes on after the news and all that on CBS, Them and Bold and the Beautiful. And those are all the soap operas that are left. Everything else has been killed off.
Right. Vince said no and replace him with Cedric Alexander. I think that was a good move. Honestly, because as we saw the
Shit, Cedric still got a job at least. He NXT.
Right. And then on top of that, I feel like you got to think of it this way: the peak of the Hurt Business was what? Not did the Hurt Business win the tag titles?
But I think they did. It was Lashley with the U.S. title, and
and that,
Cedric and Sheldon with the tag titles because they took that cool ass picture.
oh yes, they did. But then you got to think about this: if Ricochet would have been in that, his peak would have been a tag title because they weren't going to put him at a higher status than Lashley.
Right.
So he would have never gotten his U.S. title run or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Or his IC title run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So him not going into the Hurt Business kind of worked out for him, and it worked out for Cedric because we knew they weren't going to give him a mid card title. So why not give him the tag title?
And honestly, like the only reason a lot of folks are mad that they didn't bring back the Hurt Business because we wanted to see the Hurt Business versus the Bloodline. But even then, it's like, all right, we know who's gonna win.
Yeah,
we know who's gonna win during that time. If you wanted to see the Bloodline, you wanted to see the Hurt Business reform. You know they're gonna end up losing to the Bloodline because the Bloodline is beating everybody's ass during that time. It's the beginning of the Bloodline. Everybody's putting the Bloodline over.
What you call another person that we kind of like skipping over that was in this? Tamina. I love me some Tamina. I love
it. She's just retired now, and
if you know what, if she's another one that I feel needed a title run. She's another one, and remember that time when we thought they was gonna finally give it to her? We were all like, "Yes, this is her time. She finally gonna get it." Nope, nothing.
When them tag titles popped up, I'm pretty sure she won a tag title. So that was like, this is her time right here. They're gonna give her. They did her like they did Dana. Hey, here's a 24/7 title, but they gave her a real title because they know who her people are.
Right. That's what that was. You know what I mean? And she got Apollo Mala as a kid too.
Right.
That's wild. That's wild. She got Apollo Mala as a kid. So I like Timmy. So of course, sexy. I guess I gotta think of Simone. So
Tamina was cool people. I remember when she debuted with the Usos.
Right. And she was out here hitting women with the Jimmy Snuka from across the range. Tamina was out here flying, just like the Usos when they first popped up on the scene. She was out here flying. And then somewhere along the line, she caught the Kevin Nash knee.
Yeah, I was saying her knee gave out on her, and then she stopped. She really kind of just lost all her athleticism, but hey, she ain't let that hold her back because I mean, shit,
not at all.
Tag title.
What you call? Like you just said, I kind of hope she's just retired.
Yeah, that's what I'm really hoping.
Because I don't want to see her try to go to another one. I don't want to see her in AEW because them women are stiff as hell over there. Oh, speaking of that, we didn't get a chance to mention it and we didn't talk about it. Sky Blue busted her ankle up very badly, and there's no timetable right now on her return.
Good Lord.
She tried to catch a dive, and it did not go well for her ankle. Did not go well for her ankle. So, and we just said my baby Tamina got the Kevin Nash knee. We don't nothing going on over there. You know what I mean? We do not need anything going on with that. If she shows up anywhere, I would love to see her show up as a manager.
If she shows up, she needs to show up as a manager or is on just like a one-time deal to further a bloodline storyline. Be like, oh my God, is that Tamina? Like, yes, that's Tamina.
Right. Like that's it. I don't want to see her like I said, AEW trying or anything like that.
Exactly.
That's a little too much. But we didn't talk enough about that. Matt, what's going on with Raw for tonight?
So tonight on Raw, we're gonna give y'all the WWE preview. I ain't gonna give y'all the big preview, the spoiler preview. Y'all just got to watch the show. The big thing tonight, CM Punk is coming back.
Yeah.
Which that should tell you right there. Drew McIntyre is lurking somewhere.
In the building.
Damn if he's been banned from the building and suspended and all that. Drew McIntyre gonna find his ass.
Drew's in the building.
We got Xavier Woods, who ain't got no more friends because Big E is still out.
Terrible.
And Kofi been killed off. So he recruiting the formerly known as the Alpha Academy, Otis and Akira Tozawa. They're gonna take on the Final Testament, AOP and Karrion Kross. If y'all fall asleep on that match, I do not blame y'all.
Not one bit.
And then we also, the new friends, the Party Girls and Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah,
Lyra
that's a weird techno party.
Yeah.
Like, feathers and glow sticks.
Take on the stud line. The stud line, Sonya Deville.
The stud line.
That's what Michelle called them, the stud line.
Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Starks, the stud line. Yo, Mia Yim is crazy for that.
Oh, what's up, man? So they got so we got Sonya Deville taking on Lyra Valkyria. Those are the 4 matches, but between that, we're still on the road to SummerSlam. So we should be getting some more Gunther. We should, and then Chad Gable should be popping up because I mean that was just last week when they tried all that shit in the Creeds and all them. So Chad Gable should be popping up, which means the Wyatt Six are probably gonna pop up. And Mommy's back, so don't be shocked if we get something else with Mommy. Yes, I love that idea. Tamina being the manager of the Tonga Twins to carry on this bloodline gimmick for the women.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't trying to put Naomi in it, even though we already know she's in the family. They ain't trying to put her in it all like that.
Right. They're like, listen, we know you in the family, but you like married into the family.
Right.
like we can't trace we can't trace you back to the island with us.
Like, I gotta have a kid first.
No, yeah, basically. That's what it is. Once you have a kid, then you in here. You keep telling him no. So we don't know about that yet. We don't know about that yet. But
Kanisha said the lesbian shield. The stud line. The strap pack.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, that should be everything for Raw. I'm sure we'll get some other delightful greatness. Some of the little birdie told me we might be getting Ilya Dragunov versus Braun Breaker one more time. So who knows?
Yo, I hate you. And on that note, folks,
Maddie been on fire with her jokes.
And on that note, folks, don't forget to follow us. All right, don't forget to follow us at facebook.com/Under the Ring Pod and twitch.tv/Under the Ring Pod. Mongo finally got it up. We are also at fingertip.com/Under the Ring Pod. You can also find us at linktree/Under the Ring Pod. There you'll find the man that's usually behind the boards, Greg Bush SK. Go onto that man's site, give him all those clicks. You'll find me, the man behind the pick, Rock Rib 44, the fucking champion.
Yeah, punk ass champ, Mike.
Punk ass, bitch ass, Mike the champ. Mr. Freshbeard, boo.
Yeah, boo him.
The final Matty, the man with the beer in his hand, the right answer. Street team captain, Boya Maliente Tito, and our local correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Yeah, you ain't lied on that one. No, boy, Justin D. Baxley, like I said. Folks, thank you for joining us. And whenever you do this, make sure you're safe, have fun, and as always, do the dumb.
Hey. Stay bad. Do the baddie. Hey.